This is the pre-calculus notes for graphing exponential and logarithmic functions. We are on chapter 3.4. Go ahead and write your name and what period you're in. So we're going to be looking at the exponential and logarithmic graphs of the following functions. So we have function of x equals 2 to the power of x. And so if you plug in some numbers, the easiest obviously is to plug in a 0. So anything to the 0 power is 1. If you plug in a 1, 2 to the first power is 2, 2 to the second is 4, 2 to the third is 8. And then when you start plugging in negative exponents, it moves it down to the denominator. So you're going to have 1/2, and if you keep going, you're going to have 1/4, 1/8. So it's going to get really small going this way. So this is the blue graph going like this. If we find the inverse, which is log base 2 of x, you're going to get this graph in pink. So if you plug in a 1, you're going to get 0. If you plug in a 2, you're going to get 1. If you plug in a 4, you're going to get 2, and so forth. So the graph is going to look this way. How are these functions related? Well, they're inverses. So if you switch the x and the y's, you're going to get these two graphs. What do you notice about the way they look? Okay, you could draw a line of reflection right here. Okay, all right. So if we have m of x equals 1/3 to the power of x plus 2, and we plug in some values and then graph them, we're going to get this blue graph right here. Then if we do the function n of x equals log base 1/3 of x minus 2, we're going to get the graph in pink. And again, you could draw a line of reflection, and this piece is going to come over here, and this piece is going to come over here. You could type these into Desmos graphing calculator and put them on the same graph, and you can see what that graph's going to look like. All right. H of x is 4 to the power of x minus 1 minus the 3. The k of x is the log base 4 of x plus 3 plus 1. Let's graph that in Desmos. All right, so here we are in the Desmos graphing calculator, and I typed in the two functions. If you need to see where they're at, you want to go to the keyboard, and then you're going to click on functions. Oh, it's not letting me in there because my face is in the way. You're going to click on functions, and I believe it's the third one over, and there's two logs. So you want to click the one that has the base of a, so you can type in base 4. And then you might have to do a little bit of arrowing over or deleting to get it typed in correctly. But you can see that it's going to give you the two graphs here, and you could draw let me just type it in. There we go. You could type in a line of reflection and see that all the points on the line on the to the left of the green line are the same on the right. Even this little part in the middle looks pretty cool. All right, so let me go back to the notes. All right. For the last one, the f of x is equal to the 3 to the power of x plus 2 plus 1. So that's going to be graphed in blue here. And then the g of x, you're going to take the base and make it the base. Then you're going to do the inverse operation, which is to subtract 1. And then the inverse operation of the exponent, which is to subtract 2. And that's going to give you the blue graph and the pink graph over here. Okay? If you need help typing those into the Desmos graphing calculator, please let me know.